So the exception to this would be, it sounds like anything coming from reserve funds, anything that's gone over budget, anything that has changes in terms of source funding. Is that generally,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
alright.
Should probably go to the discussion agenda.
Oh, yes, oh, absolutely, but I just wanted to clarify that, so there are these exceptions to this kind of,
Yeah.
so there's contingency built in. Any,
Just thinking about.
mulling?
I'm mulling it over, like,
Yeah,
I don't know, sometimes streamlining is good, especially when it comes to contracts, because like we ran in with the bus, we already had that,
right,
then the contract ran out.
right.
I just was wondering, it's not even really why I'm wondering for me, because we have, but for some of it, there should be some type of thing, and like if you do that, you just let us know that, hey, yeah, we went out and we got the, kinda like you do like right now with the hiring, you tell us, yeah, we hired this one, this one, this one.
Yeah, if there were, let's just say there's that equipment schedule in our budget of these bigger items that have been approved by the council. If anytime we purchase one of those, I would just include that in my updates to council, like, well, we can move forward with this and here's the status of it, if that makes sense.
I think more.
That way it defines what that is. I'm not gonna tell you, Chris bought toilets throughout the regular budget, but if there's a bigger item that's in that list, that would make sense to update. Easy enough to do, easy enough to track.
Yeah.
It sounds like a great idea, just in terms of, you point out, streamlining can be really effective. This may be an instance of that, if these contingencies are built in.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm mulling over the whole reserve one, the second part that he was saying,
yeah,
that was a little more, checks and balance
Yeah.
versus,
yeah,
So my suggestion there is just rather than, every finance meeting throughout the year, every other one, however, whenever we're purchasing the equipment, bringing that individual motion to finance at that time, is we just do them all at once. So, well, we're planning to purchase these, so our intent is to purchase a fire truck or a DPW truck for $250,000 from this reserve. Do you wanna authorize that money, and then we'll go ahead and do it?
yeah, but there's a difference between doing it in January and doing it in halfway. Sometimes how these play out, because as COVID did, like when we're 2 months in, 3 months in, all of a sudden, the first thing we did is we freezed all spending until we figured out what was going on. If you do that all at the first meeting of the year, or the first month, or even the second month, you lose that ability to, you know what I'm saying?
I think we talked about that, in case of a COVID or whatever other emergency or situation that's changed in the economy or whatever it may be. We didn't have any specific motions at that time that said stop spending things. It was kind of a conversation and like, let's try to save money. We know there's going to be revenue impacts, but you could make a motion to rescind the previous motion or a motion to not proceed with additional large equipment purchases based on
Yeah,
the
but
world
how do
has
you do that if
changed.
you already voted for that and you already got the contract signed that you're moving in to buy this? And then we sit there and say, no, we're not doing this.
If a
we gotta
contract's
stop. You know what I'm saying?
if a contract's signed, that's different. But like I think you were saying, if you had said yes, we'd like you to go forward with purchasing this, and then something happens to change your mind or change the conditions of the world between then and when a contract's signed, you could say, oh, hold on, let's pause that. But yeah, once a contract's signed, there's not a whole lot you can do other than what's in the terms of the
Yeah, but
contract.
sometimes you're quick, you sign the contract the next day.
Well, that's the idea. That's the idea. We want to be efficient, but obviously things can change. Right now, ideally, we would have all these purchase orders issued in January, and these trucks that take 2 years to get here to, move things
No,
along
I get
quickly.
that, I'm just playing devil's advocate,
Yeah.
I'm not saying I'm against it, I'm just
Right.
trying to,
Yeah.
The council would be ceding some power.
Not really. You'd be just, in the case of the reserves, doing them all at once. It's just doing them all at once rather than doing it over time.
I'm not against it, I'm just saying that the whole council should discuss it and see where they stand.
Yeah.
yeah, I think it's worth discussing, right? Absolutely. I was just trying to be devil's advocate before Tuesday night's meeting, so that,
Right.
Yeah, they're fair questions. Put on discussion.
Yeah, oh yeah, yeah. Was there anything else?
Put it on consent? No.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Is there anything else? Any other final thoughts? We're good? Were there any other, there's no more agenda items, I assume?
I don't
We're good?